Good morning. It is Jane. And I thought on today's Healthier You that we would look at a different diet. We look at the Mediterranean diet and what it involves. So, as always, let's start with the medical disclaimer. Always check with your physician before starting any exercise or diet program. Information here is my personal research into different health topics and is not to be considered medical advice. I just play an expert on YouTube. I'm kidding. All right, Mediterranean Diet 101, a meal plan and a beginner's guide. That's kind of what this one is about. The Mediterranean diet is rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and heart-healthy fats. The Mediterranean diet is both delicious and nutritious. It may help manage your weight, protect your heart, and prevent diabetes. There is no concrete rule for following the Mediterranean diet, but general guidelines can help you incorporate its principles into your daily routine. And that's important, daily routines. Okay, what is it? The Mediterranean diet is based on traditional foods of countries bordering the Mediterranean Sea, such as France, Spain, Greece, and Italy. It is suggested that people living in these regions tend to be healthier and have a lower risk of many chronic conditions compared with people who follow a standard American diet, which we all know in many terms we call that a SAD diet, standard American diet. It typically encourages you to consume more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts and seeds, heart-healthy fats, consume less processed foods, added sugars, and refined grains. You need to limit your alcohol on this diet. It has indicated that this can help you to promote weight loss, help prevent heart attack, stroke, and type 2 diabetes, reduce the risk of premature death. For that reason, many people recommend this diet because it is a suitable option for those looking to improve their health and protect against chronic disease. There are no set rules or plan for following it, but there are some guidelines. They want you to focus on fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, potatoes, whole grains, herbs, spices, fish, seafood, and extra virgin olive oil. Low to moderate consumption should be poultry, eggs, cheese, yogurt, red wine. Limit or avoid red meat, sugar-sweetened beverages, added sugars, processed meat, refined grains, or other highly processed foods, beers, and liquors. Features of this that can also affect your personal health include sharing meals with others without distraction from screens, as in your phone and other devices. Consuming red wine in small servings with the meal, but not every day. Flavoring foods with herbs and spices rather than salt. Foods to eat. It's difficult to define what foods belong to the Mediterranean diet, partly because there is such a variation between countries. Overall, the diet is high in healthy plant foods, low in animal products and meat, includes fish and seafood at least twice a week. You can include a mix of fresh, frozen, dried, or canned fruits and vegetables, but check those package labels for added sugar and sodium. You can base your diet on these foods, vegetables, such as tomatoes, broccoli, kale, spinach, onions, cauliflower, carrots, Brussels sprouts, cucumbers, potatoes, sweet potatoes, turnips. Fruits. Apples, bananas, oranges, pears, strawberries, grapes, dates, figs, melons, and peaches. Nuts. Seeds and nut butters. Almonds, walnut, macadamia, hazelnuts, cashews, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seed, almond butter, and peanut butter. What, no cashew butter? Legumes. beans, peas, lentils, pulses, peanuts and chickpeas, whole grains, oats, brown rice, rye, barley, corn, buckwheat, whole wheat bread, and pasta. Fish and seafood, salmon, sardines, trout, tuna, mackerel, shrimp, oysters, clams, crab, and mussels. Poultry, chicken, duck, turkey. Eggs, chicken, quail, and duck eggs. Dairy, cheese, yogurt, milk. Herbs and spices, garlic, basil, mint, rosemary, sage, nutmeg, cinnamon, pepper. Healthy fats. Unknown caller. Hang on. Where were we? Healthy fats, extra virgin olive oil, olives, avocados, and avocado oil. Foods that you are to limit on a Mediterranean diet. Added sugar. Added sugar is found in many foods, but especially high in soda, candies, ice cream, table sugar, syrup, and baked goods. Refined grains, white bread, pasta, tortillas, chips, crackers. Trans fat, which are found in margarine, fried foods, and other processed foods. Processed meat, such as processed sausages, hot dogs, deli meats, and beef jerky. Highly processed foods, such as fast food, convenience meals, microwave popcorn, granola bars, beverages. Drinks to include are coffee and tea, but with limited sugar and cream. Small to moderate amounts of red wine, and only alongside a meal. Fresh fruit juices without added sugar. Drinks to limit. Beer, liquor, sugar-sweetened beverages such as sodas, fruit juices with added sugar. Some of the sample meals are pretty basic. Like breakfast, Greek yogurt with strawberries and chia seeds. Lunch would be a whole grain sandwich with hummus and vegetables. Dinner might be tuna salad with greens and olive oil and a fruit salad. Oatmeal with blueberries. Now this one I find interesting because I think I might like it. Caprese zucchini noodles with mozzarella, cherry tomatoes, olive oil, and balsamic vinegar. It's one of the lunches. I might like that. But dinner, tomato with salads, a salad with tomatoes, olives, cucumbers, farro, I don't know what that is, baked trout, and feta cheese. Leave off the olives for me. There are quite a few interesting things, but they tell you there's no need to count calories or track macronutrients on this diet unless you are managing your glucose levels. It is essential to consume all food in moderation. Healthy snacks, a handful of nuts, piece of fruit, baby carrots with hummus, mixed berries, grapes, Greek yogurt, hard-boiled egg, apple slices with almond butter, sliced bell peppers with guacamole, cottage cheese with fresh fruit, chia pudding. You may eat out at restaurants that serve a Mediterranean diet dish. And there are some ways that they tell you to adapt those dishes by choosing fish or seafood as your main dish. Ask for grilled foods rather than fried wherever possible. And ask your server if the food can be cooked in extra virgin olive oil. Choose whole grain with olive oil instead of butter. Add vegetables to your order. So it's a pretty rounded out diet. So potential benefits of a Mediterranean diet. It's been linked to a long list of health benefits, such as helping you with weight loss. It's not been confirmed that following a Mediterranean diet will cause a person to lose weight. However, studies have suggested it may be a good long-term option for people seeking to manage their weight. Data for people who followed the diet for 5 years indicated they were less likely to gain excess weight than those on other diets. Benefits may include plenty of variety with a diet that is not restrictive, so it's easy to maintain. Has high fiber levels, which means you're more likely to feel satisfied for longer and less likely to snack. The healthy fats are less likely to cause heart problems that are linked to obesity, promotes heart health. It is recommended by the American Heart Association as an evidence-driven option for preventing cardiovascular disease and stroke. And in 2021, researchers compared this Mediterranean diet to those of a low-fat diet. They concluded the Mediterranean was more effective at slowing the progression of plaque buildup in the arteries. Plaque buildup is a major risk factor for heart disease. It also can help support your heart health by lowering your blood pressure, and it does support healthy blood sugar levels. It may help stabilize those blood sugar levels. Studies have suggested that it reduces fasting blood sugar levels, improves level of hemoglobin A1C, which is a marker used to regulate blood sugars or to measure long-term glucose levels, insulin resistance. So if you are insulin resistant, it will stop the body from using insulin to regulate blood sugar levels effectively, protects brain function. It may benefit brain health and prevent cognitive decline as you get older. And there is a possible link that following a Mediterranean diet will give you improved memory and reductions in several risk factors for Alzheimer's disease. So they tell you what are the top 10 foods on the Mediterranean food diet, which I thought was interesting. Chard, broccoli, grapes, parsley, olives, olive oil, lentils, buckwheat, sunflower seeds, avocado, fish. You can drink a low to moderate amount of red wine in small servings and only with a meal. You should limit or avoid your intake of red meat, processed foods including meats, refined carbohydrates, such as added sugar, sweetened drinks, liquor, and beer. You can eat eggs in moderation, 2 to 4 servings a week. Is it anti-inflammatory? Researchers have found that not following the Mediterranean diet or not following it consistently was associated with higher markers of inflammation in the blood. That's because many of the foods included on this diet are known to be anti-inflammatory. Wish that were true for me. Suggests that more study is needed to determine that. There is no single Mediterranean diet, but general guidelines suggest focusing on healthy plant foods and a moderate intake of dairy products, fish, and seafood. The diet does not include highly processed foods such as candy and processed meats. It may have numerous health benefits. For instance, it may help prevent weight gain, stabilize blood sugars, promote heart health, and enhance brain function. One reason the Mediterranean diet can benefit your health is that it provides a balance of nutrients, is adaptable, and easy to stick to, which could be true. I believe I read somewhere it can be gluten-free for those of you that have gluten intolerances, but you have to be careful with that as well. So there you have it. There's the Mediterranean diet in a nutshell. I do know that whole grains upset my stomach, so I tend to stay away from whole grains. And I think that's the long-lasting effects of the gastroparesis that I had in the past. I think I still have a tiny bit of it because when I eat whole grains, it just hurts my stomach. So I tend to stay away from those. But for others, it may be a good choice. It's something to think about, to look at, and to see if it's something you'd be willing to do. I'm not a big fan of a lot of fish and seafood, so there you have it. Anyway, that is it for today's Healthier You. I hope you found some good information in that. Gives you a few thoughts to think about. I will provide 2 links down below to just some videos on YouTube about the Mediterranean diet and an easy 1-pan dish, chicken dish, which I've done this many times on a low-carb diet, so it's easy to follow. But yeah, that's it. All right, guys, remember, be a little kinder to yourself, be kind to one another, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.